MC101, RC505. Start the two up. They're synced by MIDI, notice. The MIDI out from the 505 goes to the MIDI in on the 101. They're perfectly in sync, isn't that great? And I also have the VT4 for voices. Let's see what else I'm going to do. I can add some notes here. Let's see, we'll go to track number 3 and create a tone, which is a kind of note sequence. Then go to the sequence. So what do I think of these two things, which you might say that they were meant to be together, perhaps? Well, the 505 and the 101, there's similarities because they both have the sliders. And they both have the small screen here. But there's a lot of differences in the way they are used. And I sort of have found myself a bit lost on the 101, sort of discovering things about it and how it works. But anyway, the 101 that's already a catchy sequence, isn't it? So I can use the filter. Add some effects. Oh wait, I'm adjusting the sound now instead of the filter. Sliders. So let's see. On track number 2. Track number 2 starts as a note, but I like to put track number 2 as the snares instead of, so I put a kick drum on track number 1. I'll put the snares on track number 2. So I'll hold shift and then this to delete track number 2. And yes. And then I'm going to go and create a new track in there, and that is a drum. And it took me a while to figure out that that was the way you were supposed to do that. I mean, if it was on the thing I'm used to using a lot of the time, now I'm picking out a kit, is Electribes, as you know, or recently I got a Deluge. But I've found that the 101 is not as easy for me to use, maybe because I'm just not used to it, but it seems like there's a lot of menu diving involved in getting to the sounds. And the sounds are good when you find them. Let's see, it went back on the kit. You have to select that and then you have to enter that. That is another thing. And a guy online was saying that I was silly not to have figured that out, but most systems do not work that way. So it's something different. So put in some hats. Let's see, the way you do the substeps is you hold this, you press shift and this. There's a lot of pressing shift to do this and that. So, see, I did the wrong thing there. Select that, then it's kind of a cool way to do the substep. Access the menu, and then you can add in from 1 to 4 substeps in the space that one regular step would be. So it's perfect for trap or IDM or that sort of stuff. So suppose I want more synthesizers. Of course I do. On track number 4, so I'm going to create, I could have 4 tracks of drums, I could have 4 tracks of loopers, which play back a wave loop or something that I've recorded. But I've created something. Pick out another preset, a polyphonic key. There's a lot of presets included. There's a lot of these weird, unusual, interesting sounds I'm enjoying playing. That's kind of interesting already, isn't it? So suppose, I guess there's too much effects on that though, so I tried to turn down the reverb, but it's not exactly working. Not sure what style this is. It's a sort of mixture of house and trap and a few different things, but it's good enough for the purpose, so you can see how this is running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, I have recorded the 101 and my voice onto this loop. 4, 5, 6, 7. But what I could do is record the drums onto one track of the 101. I'll do it on track 5 because you can see that. So here it is, and then I could fade these guys down. So I could record my instrumentation here. So they're doing their thing now. And it's all perfectly synced up with the loops on the 505, so this is all faded down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, so 3, it's a pretty good connection between these guys, and they're both Roland, so you're going to hope that they would work so well together, and they do. Like I always say, make your 505 the MIDI master if you're syncing up other things, just because it's easier to make it run that way. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I don't know. Basically, I found the 505, why I've done so much with the 505 is I just love how easy it is to use. And yet, you can do so many different things with it. And everybody in the world is doing something kind of different with it. And that is just so wonderful in the 505 Facebook group. I don't know if you're a member yet, but you should be. Just don't go and spam it, please. But I'll delete your spam. I'll ban you. All right, but that's an extreme measure. Just go in and do what you're supposed to do. Talk about 505 and have a great time. Anyway, so you know they're synced up. They work pretty well. I'm having a fun time playing with the 101. And if you have the 707, instead you have a lot more features, but you also have twice the voices, but it's also twice the size. And you know, if you carry a 505 and not, if you carry the 505 and not very much else, this might be perfect to go into your gig bag and just be the addition. So, oh, and I want to show you some other stuff, sort of like the scatter features, right? We have our beat scatter here on the 505. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, can be fun to play with this, right? 7, 8, 8, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. But we also have a scatter on the 101. And I just select this. So I can turn this off now. These loops keep it going. So now the 101 is acting as the only beats. 7, 8. Anyway, it always takes time to learn a new piece of gear, get your mind around it, and then your hands learn the position of all of the different controls, and then you are really ready to do a live performance. But don't rush into that, because you don't want to be on stage and completely forget everything you've learned up to that point. Brain suddenly just gets erased by all the 7, nervousness. 8, and then 1, you get back home 2, and you 3, remember 4, what you're doing again. 5, why 6, couldn't I remember 7, the show? 8. It's because you were nervous. But anyway, good discussion here. This is VJ Franz K. I will come back and discuss this topic in much more detail later. But 6, 7. Just wanted to show you it's possible. It's fun to use these two devices together. And if you're just a human beatboxer, you're not going to be using this because you only use your voice and maybe some effects or something. But if you mix it up between different things that you're looping, you could have a whole bunch of fun with the 101. That sounds like a rhyme, doesn't it? But all right, in the next video, I think I will try my hand. I will add some vocals to this mix, and I also have the RC404. Also, the 404 is connected up, so I'm ready for my vocoder and auto-tune type of thing. Anyway, it makes a good connection here. But you always have to remember that all of your devices are coming in at the same time to the 505, and they all go through the same effects also. So if you put effects on one, there will be effects on all of it. So you have to think about your input channel and the way it is working. So VJ Franz K. If you have any questions, just put them in the thing. If you have any nasty comments, please keep them to yourself. like I might have said, October is a busy month around here, and I don't really have time to do fully edited videos at this moment. But I know that there's a lot of interest about the 101 and the 707, so I just wanted to show you that from a RC505 user's standpoint. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.